Yo, it's your boy Wavy Fred, and we back here with another fire video. We have officially got the offensive and defensive team rankings for every team. A lot of it is controversial, so we will be talking about that in this video. We also will be talking about the first look at the ultimate team cards. We have got 5 to look at, so we will be going over that as well. But before that, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit the sub goal of 1,000 subs before release or at release. If everybody who watched the video sub, we will meet that mark. So without further ado, let's get right on into those rankings. So like I said, we have got those offensive rankings. So first we will go over the top 10, which is on your screen right now. Number 1, we have Georgia, 94 overall. We have Oregon, 94 overall as well. Alabama, 91 overall. Texas, 91. Ohio State, 89. LSU, 89. Miami, 89. Colorado, 89. Missouri, 89. And Clemson, 87. Now, before we even get into the controversial, we'll just go through the top 25 of this list. Now, at 11, we have Utah, 87. Penn State, 87. Ole Miss, 87. Kansas, 87. Arizona, 87. NC State, 87. Notre Dame, 85. Texas A&M, 85. Memphis, 85. SMU, 85. UCF, 85. Florida State, 83. Oklahoma, 83. Virginia Tech, 83. USC, 83. Now, here's my huge problem. If you go look at these team grades, you know, yards per play, all of this stuff, like, so again, these things are subject to change, but I still feel like things are misplaced a little bit. So basically they base these games off, I guess, what's going on with the team right now, and also a little bit of what happened last year. That's usually how it goes. I guess, so with this one, it would be like basically off what you have right now. I do not believe, I don't believe that Colorado and Missouri have the personnel to have that high of a rating for offense. Now, this may be a little biased because I'm a USC fan, but I believe USC deserves to be higher than the 83. I think I won't argue it too much because it's like a I don't know type of thing. We got Miller Moss as running as quarterback. We got running backs who are pretty talented. We got receivers that are pretty talented, but they're not really known. You don't know them, but these people know them. So I feel like it's unfair that teams like I feel like we have a better offense than half this list, but teams like Missouri, Colorado, personally, for me, Utah is too high. They shouldn't be that high. NC State is too high. Notre Dame is too high. Like, where's I feel like LSU's in a decent spot. Miami is a bit too high for me as well. I don't even feel like Alabama needs to be that high. Like, some of they people left, they don't really have a lot of people that's like known like that, just like some of these other teams. So why do they get to have this high overall? This shouldn't be based off what you have done before. It should be based off what we have now, correct? And right now, I don't feel like Alabama has the personnel to be having a 91 overall offense. Now, again, these are subject to change, but I believe that they will start. They're going to start the year off like this. Kansas don't have no 87 over. Like, this whole thing, Arizona at 87 is like okay because they have like one of the better quarterbacks and definitely one of the better receivers. Like, they have a nice running back, they have a nice line or whatever like that. Like, they're a decent team, so that's nothing to argue about. But some of these teams, Memphis, like, bro, come on, man. Like, you telling me a team like Oklahoma came? Oh, okay, Oklahoma not better than Memphis? Like, come on, man. Like, a lot of this stuff is just like, I don't know, but this is too much. Like, this is not what this is supposed to be. It says for offensive and defensive rankings, the development team meticulously examined hundreds of thousands of data points to arrive at our team power rankings. With help from our friends at the Pro Football Focus. The team analyzed all 134 rosters, thousands of players, and years worth of game film and mountains of stats, ultimately arriving at our team power rankings. Rankings are subject to change in future updates. I don't believe that the PFF agreed with this. I feel like they took all of the favorite teams, like all of the teams that people majority talk about, and they just placed them in the top 10. Nobody feels like Colorado is a top 10 offense. Like, I get it. You have Travis Hunter, you have Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders started off on fire. He ended the year off on cold. Sorry. Travis Hunter, all-world talent, but he's not 89 all on his own. Like, what about the other receivers? They're not all that gifted. What about the line? Are they going to have a good line this year? Is the running back going to be great this year? Like, we do not know. So for them to be at 89 overall for offense is fucking crazy. That is crazy. Moving on. Now, for top 10 defenses, we have Ohio State at 96, Georgia 94, Oregon 90, Alabama 90, Clemson 90, Notre Dame 90, Michigan 90. Why the fuck do we have so many of the same overall? That's how you know this shit is bullshit. Texas 88, Penn State 88, Utah 88, Florida State 88, Oklahoma 88, Iowa 88, Virginia Tech 86, Wisconsin 86, USC 86, Auburn 86, LSU 84, Texas A&M 84, Colorado 84, Oklahoma State 84, Louisville 84, North Carolina 84, Kansas State 84, and finally Florida 84. You can't tell me this shit ain't rigged. You cannot sit right here and tell me that this shit is not rigged, bro. It ain't no way in hell that all of these people are the exact same overalls. Like, how many, bro, that's how you know this shit fake. You telling me that Clemson got the same defense as Alabama? You telling me that Michigan got the same defense as Notre Dame? You telling me that Utah got the same defense as Texas or Penn State? These teams do not have the same fucking defense, bro. Like, this shit is literally not happening like this. This is not how it go. Colorado has no fucking defense, which is why they got their ass scorched every fucking year, which is why they had to score so many points to even try to keep up. They got their ass torched on defense. They did not go out and get this exceptional defensive talent to make them get that much. Ohio State already had people, and then they went to go get Caleb Downs. That makes sense. Georgia already had a defense. Oregon got one of the top 5 DBs or whatever like that. They got a team. Alabama always got people on defense. Clemson, whatever the fuck. Notre Dame had a good defense last year. Man, what the fuck is Utah? Like, come on, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying that some of these teams don't deserve to be somewhere, but like, look how many 90s it is. Look at how many 88s it is. Look how many 86s it is. Look how many 84s it is. These teams are not on the same caliber or level on defense. You cannot fucking tell me that this shit is not fucking made up. This shit is made up. It's not fiction. It's not real. Like, this shit is so like fake. Like, I can't stress this shit enough. Florida got the same defense as Colorado. Florida got the same defense as LSU. What the fuck are we talking about here? I'm glad they gave 86 to USC. That's pretty fair. We got some DBs. We got some new linemen, some edges. We pretty decent. We done got a lot of shit. That's pretty fair for them. Other than that, man, they done did a whole lot of copy and pasting. I'm very interested to see what the actual rosters will be like, because they said that it's going to be like a gap as far as roster. So I'm actually interested to see what the fuck we will be getting here, because I don't like what I see so far. I really do not like it. I promise to you, I do not like this shit. They literally just copy and pasted some shit. These teams are not on the fucking same level. Like, these teams are not on the same level, and I feel like they did not go with PFF. If they did, they did not try that hard. They just threw some shit around and said, yeah, we gonna give them that, and then we'll update it as the game goes on. That's what the fuck they did, in my opinion. Okay, moving on to Ultimate Team. We have gotten 5 Ultimate Team cards from teams all over the country. We have one from Aston Gillette, who is a power rusher. We have Will Johnson, which is the cornerback for Michigan University. We got Zachariah Branch for USC. We got Carson Beck, the quarterback from Georgia. And we got Caleb Downs, a DB from Ohio State. Now, what I do appreciate about this is they kind of gave us a little bit of, an idea of what we would have for both sides of the field. I think they should have never chose two DBs. They probably should have did a linebacker as well, so we can see maybe what a linebacker would be. But starting off with Ashton Gillette, you can see what his overalls is, and obviously these are just like a basic level, probably what we're gonna start with on with Ultimate Team. But I want you to pay close attention to the face scan. So they did go to, I believe, I don't want to say this exactly like this, but like a third party to do the face scans. Like EA did not do the face scan, so of course they're not dead on. I do think that they're close enough for you to know, like, okay, this player kind of looks like this player. So this is basically what we got. I assume like basically the whole presentation of the Ultimate Team card is going to look like this. Obviously, other than blue, it will look different depending on what level of player that you have. Like if you have a gold player, he'll have a higher overall or whatever like that. But overall, this is kind of what it's going to look like. This is how it's going to display the different attributes that players have. So don't take these and think that they're going to be this in the real game. Obviously, it's not going to be this way. Caleb Downs would never be an 83. Neither will Carson Beck or Will Johnson. Now, Ashton Gillette, I'm not too familiar with him, but he's obviously a huge player. Pause if he's involved in this, because all these other people are big dogs. So basically, this is kind of what I envision that the display of when we unlock a new card, it will look like. It's not everything. Like, it's pretty simple, but it's impactful. Like, it's not nothing where you just be like, oh my God, it's the finest thing, which it doesn't have to be. It just needs to look correct. It needs to look fine. It needs to look presentable, and it just needs to be as simple as possible. We don't need the best shit ever for this shit. So being that this looks like this, I'm actually proud with this. Now, as far as them rankings, I'm not too proud with those, but whatever. They are subject to change, so don't stick to that. Let me know in the comment sections what you guys feel about those rankings. Who should be higher? If you don't agree or you do agree with me, let me know. Let me know what you think about these cards, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.